Guys, Highguard has officially released. Okay. Before we get into the Highguard situation, I want to talk about quickly the Dr. Disrespect situation because it's fucking hilarious, bro. Like, it's actually kind of sad. It's kind of sad, but you know what? I'm gonna let him. I'll let him rock. But anyway, if you guys were unaware, we talked about this on SNH when we looked at all the people who were being invited out to Highguard, and one of the people who got invited to Highguard was Dr. Disrespect, or at least that's what we thought. Apparently, that's not true. Apparently, he faked the entire image. He faked the entire invite. He was never invited to Highguard, and this makes a lot more sense to me. I didn't think he actually would get invited to Highguard, to be honest with you. But Dextero could not wait to report on this. They said Dr. Disrespect responds after being caught faking his Highguard creator event invite. How stupid are these fucking guys? Got him. So he's trying to pretend as if it was a joke the whole time, and it very well may have been. It may have been a troll. But, I don't necessarily believe that half the time.
What's there to gain by lying about getting credentials for the launch event? I don't understand. Says Boyfo with the $5 super chat. How stupid are these fucking guys? What's there to gain by lying about getting credentials for the launch event? I don't understand. Says Boyfo with a $5 donation. Got him. They're so fucking stupid. I love it.
I don't see the reason why you would want to fake an invite. I mean, listen, I get it. He's trolling. That's fine. But why would you want to fake an invite to Highguard of all things? Seems like a fake reaction. It's a little bit forced. But then again, everything Dr. Disrespect does is forced. So, that's part of his persona. So you really can't it all depends. But I did think that it was a little bit weird that he got invited considering all the drama, that's been going on with him and stuff like that. So you forgot all about Dr. Disrespect. Bro, Chaotic Holy, I got to be real with you. I kind of did also because I never watched his content like that. So it was I only knew about it because of the drama, obviously with Twitch and everything like that. But yeah, I'm not surprised. This kind of reminded me. Anyway, so I just wanted to clarify that to you guys that he faked it and people were questioning that. And now let's talk about actual Highguard. Okay, so let's talk about it. Let's look at the gameplay. So Highguard, man, where do we even begin? Because Highguard gameplay is so generic. Major generic. I don't even know how to even begin this conversation, but I'm sure gonna try my best. So I ended up watching New Blackstreet stream the game, right? And the moment I saw them stream the game, I immediately said that this game is fucking Apex, bro. This is Apex, right? If you see the gameplay, this shit is fucking Apex, bro. Right? And it brought me back to what the Shills were saying about Highguard when they were saying that this game is unlike anything else out there. This game is so different. It's unlike anything you've ever played. And then I look at it and I'm like, this shit looks exactly how I thought it was going to look. It literally looks like every other game out there. That's an insult to Apex? Yeah, I guess so. This game literally plays like every other fucking hero shooter out there. It really does. I'm not just saying that. The game looks overall, again, so I'm gonna tell you the positive. You guys want to know the positive about the game? The positive about the game is that it's not as bad as Concord. That's it. That's the positive. Okay? That's the positive. The positive is that it is not as bad as Concord. But to be fair, that's not exactly a very high bar. Okay? This game plays it unbelievably safe. And when I was watching New Blackstreet play this game, the maps are so fucking huge and you only play 3v3. So you got 6 people for a massive map, and it ends up just it becomes such a dull feeling. It's like you guys need to like reduce the map by at least 50% if you're going to keep it as a 3v3. Otherwise, you're going to have to increase the amount of people that can play. Maybe do a 3v3v3v3 maybe or something like that, because this map is just way too fucking big for the small amount of players that you're playing with. It's ridiculous. There's a lot of gameplay issues. It's that big. Yeah, it's that big. You got a lot of gameplay issues in this game. You got a lot of design issues in this game, and we're going to talk about all that. But I feel like what they were trying to do is they were trying to take a little bit of everything that they thought was popular and put it into the game and hope that it made sense. But it just doesn't make sense for a lot of it. That's the problem. It just does not. It completely loses any sense of like being actually different, which is crazy because, again, like all the shills online were saying this is the most different thing they've ever seen and that they've ever played ever. But it's not. It's like it's literally anything you've ever played before. You know? The loot phases are so boring. Yeah. I mean, again, I got so bored watching this gameplay, but I had to watch it because I wanted to like prep for the stream, and I wasn't able. I was so busy today. I wasn't able to actually play the game. Not that I had any fucking plans to, because I didn't. But people kept asking me to play the game. I was like, I don't have time. But I did watch a bunch of people play the game just to kind of get an idea. And my God, I think I'll be bored with this shit within like 30 minutes, to be honest with you. So anyway, this is the IGN video breakdown. I kind of want to see a little bit of what the shills are talking about. And IGN, and not just IGN, but there's a lot of journalists that are running damage control right now for Highguard. They're trying to make it, seem as if the chuds are the ones review bombing it and all that stuff. And everybody's just hating it to hate it. And then nobody has legitimate criticism about how the game fucking performs. A lot of people are saying even on a 4090, the game runs like shit half the time, especially when you get into a fight. It has a false sense of optimization, all this stuff. But none of that is legitimate. Because unless it's coming from someone with pronouns in their bio, then it's not fucking legitimate. But anyway, let's see what they had to say. Let's go back. Here we go.
Here we go again, gang. Summoning great assistance! Moving in for the attack. Follow me.
Oh, I would just like to point out how funny it is, by the way, that that Atreus was playing characters that he thought were men because they were like super muscular, only to find out they were women. Oh, that kept happening. It was so funny.
Generator here. Perfect. I'll take it. Planting a bomb. Woo! We're gonna burn this place to the ground!
At its core, Highguard is a new mode between 2 teams of 3 wardens each. To start, each team chooses a unique base to defend. This is your main stronghold, while you ride out to fight in the open territory to secure the shield breaker. The ultimate goal of the match is to use the shield breaker to successfully raid and destroy the...
By the way, what you're looking at in the IGN gameplay footage, this is all scripted gameplay. This is trailer gameplay. This is not real gameplay. We're going to watch what real gameplay looks like and how boring it is. But I just wanted to show you the IGN video first to kind of react to it. And then we'll break down the rest from there. You'll see the difference. Watch.
Enemy team's base before they can destroy yours. Each warden is built specifically for Highguard's PvP raid mode. They combine tactical skill with powerful magic. You'll have your choice of characters with unique abilities designed around destruction, infiltration,
hiding in plain sight,
and resource acquisition.
Some Vesper to mine here.
The magical abilities of our wardens supplement combat,
I swap forms, my friends.
but we're still a gun game at our core. You've got your team of wardens, now it's time to choose your base. Prior to venturing into Highguard, you'll be randomly presented with 4 options for your home base. Your team will vote on which one feels like the best fit for you. The enemy team gets the same 4 choices.
So you got 4 different bases to choose from. You have Hellmouth, Wellspring, Frosthold, and King's Lair.
Each base is the size of a classic small team deathmatch map. They all have different layouts and visual.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit. A small team deathmatch map? That is bullshit. That is bullshit. If anybody's watched the gameplay, they're not small team deathmatch maps. They are huge. They're huge. And they're huge because you're only playing 3v3. It's not a small map at all.
Styles, but most importantly, distinct attack and defensive strengths and weaknesses that depend on your playstyle. Once you've selected your warden and your base, you spawn in. You have 1 minute to plan your defenses and pick your starting loadout. Every warden can use any weapon. Select your primary, secondary, and your raid tool. You can change your loadout at the beginning of every match. Each player also starts with 5 wall reinforcements, which they can use to armor up different areas of their base. Once the defensive phase is up, your base unlocks, and your team mounts up and rides out.
Time to ride!
That map looks
Teams
small.
are fighting for control of the shield breaker.
Look at the way they fucking rode out into that map, and that's only the beginning area of the map, bro. These maps are gigantic. Imagine playing 3v3 in a map this fucking large, bro. What are you talking about small maps? It's ridiculous.
Teams are fighting for control of the shield breaker, which is the key to starting a raid on the other team. But the shield breaker takes a few minutes to form. During this time, players should explore different points of interest and loot better gear. You can find upgraded guns,
Found a saber rifle.
armor, better saddles, and magical amulets that are imbued with perks.
Weapon chest here.
Bro, this
But stay alert.
This game is literally just Apex, bro. I'm sorry. This thing is literally just fucking Apex. And it pisses me off because all they kept saying was like, oh, this game is so different. This game is amazing. You've never seen anything like it. You've never played anything like it. You can't even recognize it. It's amazing. It's so different. Wow. And it's like, it's literally Apex, bro. It's Apex with a super high fantasy skin on it.
The other team is doing the same, so skirmishes are inevitable.
Enemy here. Everyone with me. Let's go.
Stick together as a team to have strength in numbers, or take a chance and split up to get more loot for yourself.
Everyone just remember where you came from.
Also around the map are crystal formations called Vesper.
Vesper to mine over here.
Use your Warden's Axe to mine this valuable resource. You also get Vesper from kills.
Fallen Reborn says, where's that chatter that was running his mouth on Hypno for calling for influencer shills? Yeah, he's not here. He showed up on Saturday Night Hypnosis. He doesn't watch Hypnocast. I've never seen that name before. So unless he's a lurker, then that's something different. But it was pretty obvious. Like, it was pretty obvious what we were saying. And again, people like to downplay the conversation. They like to say, oh, you just want to hate on it. And it's like, no, I don't just want to hate on anything. When I look at something and I can clearly see that this shit looks generic as fuck, and you're telling me it's not generic, and then you're like, you just got to play it to see. That's sus number one, right off the bat. If you're telling me I got to play it to see whether or not my eyes are lying to me, that's sus as fuck. Now, obviously, if I play it and the systems work better than I initially thought, that's something different, but that's not going to change how I thought the game looked. But you're immediately like, you got to play in order to see, you got to play, please play. It's like, bro, listen, if you guys forgot where my prediction was, I will remind you where my prediction was. I said that this game was going to hit around 100,000 concurrent. That's what I thought this game was going to hit. 100,000 concurrent. And that the retention for this game was going to be abysmal. That this game was going to fall off so fucking hard. It will make Concord probably look good if it wasn't for the fact that this was free to play. It is very easy to get high numbers for a game that's free to play, that is a team shooter, when it is promoted on the Game Awards as the last spot, of course. And then on top of that, every single fucking account on Twitter was promoting this game, of course. Like, it didn't even hit that. Yeah, but it got close. It got close, though. It got close. It was like 97 and change. So it almost hit 100K. So I was pretty much almost there on the money in terms of the prediction for this game. And that the retention for this was going to drop off so fast, bro. So fast. This game is going to have such a massive drop off. And the only thing that is going for this game is the fact that it's free to play. So hopefully they are able to maintain enough customers so they can make some money and they can make some much needed changes to the gameplay and the overall design. Because what they have right now sounds like it's a mix mash of a bunch of shit that just doesn't work together. Truthfully. But we'll get into that. We like I said, we got a lot to talk about with Highguard.
Quick, swift, clean, and done.
And from successfully attacking or defending a raid.
Defusing the bomb. Watch my back.
Copy that.
If you're not having luck finding the loot you need, Trader Flynn is a great way to supplement your equipment.
Whatever you need, I've got it.
He can be found in your base or out in the open world, and he will happily sell you better armor, guns, and gear.
Appreciate the kindness.
So hunt down or purchase the best loot possible and win those skirmishes.
I don't start fights.
I end them.
During the gear up phase, always make sure you're keeping one eye in the sky.
Storm's brewing. Shieldbreaker should be ready soon.
When the storm forms, the Shieldbreaker's location is revealed. It randomly spawns in one of 3 unique points of interest. Once that Shieldbreaker forms, nothing else matters. Rally up and fight for possession. If your team manages to secure the Shieldbreaker, your objective is to get to the enemy base and start the raid.
Why does it even have merchants, bro? Again, at this point, like I said, this game's trying to do a bunch of things from a bunch of different games. It's got MOBA elements in it. It's got Apex style elements in it. It's got even a little bit of Fortnite elements in it with the farming resources. It's got a little bit of everything. But when you do that, you got to make sure it meshes together well. Because if you're just putting things into a pot and hoping that it will come out good, that's not necessarily going to happen. And sure, every once in a while you might get lucky, but I don't think that's what's happening here.
But the enemy team will do everything in their power to stop you from getting to their base.
Gang, time to attack.
If you die, you'll drop the Shieldbreaker, and the enemy team can pick it up
Let's mount up and soar to victory.
and run it to your base and start their own raid. Once you get to the enemy base, plant the Shieldbreaker and start the raid. The raid begins with the summoning of your siege tower that will break through the enemy's outer shield and become your spawn point during the raid.
We're getting raided. Jumping back to defend.
The defending team will be able to teleport back to their base, so be ready to fight.
You better be ready.
Once the shield has been broken, the raid begins. The enemy base contains objectives your team will need to sabotage and destroy. But in order to successfully penetrate a well-defended base, you'll need to use your warden's abilities and your raid tool. Every warden comes equipped with one raid tool of their choice. You can choose between a rocket launcher for a more straightforward approach, a zipline gun for when your attack plan requires coming in from above,
Attacking target B.
or a blast hammer when you just want to bring it all down.
Path clear. On
You know what's sad? You know what's sad about this? What's sad about this is that this IGN journalist is giving you a gameplay deep dive, is not using his own gameplay for it. He's using pre-given footage that the developers give for trailers and stuff like that. Isn't that kind of sad? Like, this is supposed to be a gameplay deep dive from IGN when it's really just a guy reading off what the how to play the game. Like the guy is just literally reading off how to play the game and then using other footage for it. Because this is not his gameplay. You can just tell, just the way all of this is edited together. This is not his gameplay. So I just think it's funny. And he also does not sound excited about this whatsoever. This guy sounds like he's trying to get through an 8-minute and 46-second script so that he could get paid and let the editor take over. That's how it seems.
Different tools are more effective for different bases. Once inside the base,
John D says, isn't that kind of par for course, though? I thought this was standard practice for a game review. No, there's game reviews out there that will use their own in-game footage for the review. They will obviously use trailer footage if they want to showcase a little bit more action. But whenever they're talking about something specifically in the game, normally they will showcase what they did in that game and why they're talking about it. Like if they chose a certain dialogue option, for example, or whatever, they will use their own in-game footage. Or in this case, with a first-person shooter, I would want to see the person playing the game. I would want to see them experiencing the game. I don't want to just see nothing but a trailer playing in the background. If I wanted to watch a trailer, I'll watch a trailer. You know? So, I don't know. Whatever.
Your objective is to sabotage enemy generators.
Blow this place sky high!
Once the bomb is planted, you'll need to hold the objective while the enemy team tries to flush you out
I'm defusing the bomb. Watch my back.
and disarm the charge. Each base has 2 generators and an anchor stone. If a generator is successfully destroyed, it does 35 damage to the enemy base. If you can get to the anchor stone, which is harder to assault, more heavily reinforced, and has a longer countdown, it completely destroys the enemy base, ending the match in victory. Getting the enemy base to 0 health is how you...
The one thing I do like about this game is the destructible environments. I love it. I love when games have like destructible environments. I think that's cool. But unfortunately, it's just not the kind of game to have.
win the game. This often ends in a generator blowing up, but not always. There are other ways to do damage to the enemy base. For example, planting a shield breaker and starting a raid will damage the base. And it's not just about attacking. Successfully defending your own base will damage the attacking team's base, so you can win with a great defense. If a raid is successfully defended, the game is not over. Damage is done to your base, and that base health does not regenerate. Players will respawn at their base and ride out for another gear up phase.
On my mount. Let's ride.
As the match progresses, all the loot in the map upgrades.
Paladin here.
The weapons get stronger, the armor and equipment improves, and the stakes get higher. A match can go anywhere from 1 raid to 4, which means matches can last anywhere from 8 minutes to around 30 minutes, if the teams are really trading raids.
Back in the fight.
Winning a match will often come down to a clutch bomb plant with a few seconds left on the clock,
Someone call for a demolition man. Bomb planted.
or a tight team fight.
All right, so at this point, I think IGN has given us the journalist perspective. Okay, now we are going to look at the gamer perspective, where we're going to check out new Blackstreet's gameplay footage. Let me see if I can bring it up here, because it's totally different. Like, just the overall speed of it and everything is totally different. Not even close to being the same. So let me show you the actual speed. This is the actual speed of the game.
Okay, first things first. Okay.
So what is this, a battle royale?
Listen up. I'm on the other side of this wall. You'll need to break it to reach me. Use that axe the Vigil gave you.
Now the shop is open. Step right up. You don't have any coin to spend yet. Better find some. Go harvest some Vesper.
Bro, I can't skip this shit, bro.
Now, this is them doing the training. Let's go into the actual gameplay here, where they play a match. Let's go forward right here.
All right, game number 2. Game number 2 in 2 hours.
Did you hear what he said? Game number 2 in 2 hours, because they were having connection issues. They were having trouble doing all that connecting. So, check this out.
Base will unlock soon.
Right.
Stock up. Reinforce the walls. Get ready to ride out.
It wasn't that the matches were long. It was just that they were having a lot of connection issues. There was a lot of lag problems in the beginning. So
Reinforcing the wall.
Strengthening this wall.
Don't worry about the
Is it me or does like reinforcing the wall seem like kind of pointless almost?
Well, I'm pretty sure it depends though. You know what I mean? Like if we get to the end point, and then they start beating out shit. Like, oh yeah, you definitely got the walls up.
Dome's opening in 10.
they're about
Ready
to
up,
start the
team.
game.
Hey,
in
this
10
is
seconds.
crazy. We're playing a game where we gotta beat down some walls.
Oh, right.
Let's see how long it takes them to find an enemy.
Shield breaker hasn't formed just yet. Take
All right,
some
let's
time
kind
to
of stick
ready
together,
yourself.
nigga. Pause.
All right, I'm going right.
I'm hitting up this little area right here for some loot.
Same. I'm trying to find something. All right, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna loot up, get some shit, and then we're gonna head to the dusty tunnels because that's where it's spawning at.
The dusty tunnels is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Look how big this fucking map is, bro.
Yeah, this is the same voice actors for her. I really can't remember her name, bro. I'm actually going to say I don't remember her name. Okay. All right, so let's move this way. There's another one over here. Okay.
Going this way.
How did I know that RB was a fucking ping button?
It's the creators that made this, or Apex creators.
Still no enemies. To be fair, this is the gearing up phase, so let's skip that a little bit. Now you guys saw the gearing up phase from the actual players.
Right there. Hell yeah.
They finally found someone.
Taking damage.
I'm trash.
Oh, Atreus is trash.
I'm trash.
Oh my god.
I'm trash.
Oh my god, Atreus is trash. Yeah, I apologize for utilizing a controller player to showcase FPS gameplay. I apologize. That's not something I normally do. But it's what I got. It's what I got. I'm sorry. Also, too, like the lack of fucking music. The lack of music in this game. What the fuck is with the lack of music? Why am I? That is terrible. Like not even some ambience or ambiance or whatever you call it. Like something. Give me something. Anything. I don't know.
Give me up. Oh,
Thank you.
teammates got it.
Refocused.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I was trash.
Shield breaker's
Okay.
formed.
Look, I'm right here.
Go
I'm
get
right here.
it.
I'm right here. Let's go. Oh, right in front of me.
I see him.
Drop one.
There's two.
Drop one.
Created an ice wall.
Taking damage.
It's on the back though. Got another one. Get the fuck off me, bitch! I'm better than you. Oh.
Severed a soul.
Oh, I just got sniped or something.
Yeah, that's the last one. That's the last one. Broke her.
Throwing a grenade.
I'm finishing a fucking teammates off. I'm finishing them. Oh, I can't destroy.
So let me say this. Like I said before, okay, earlier in the video, Highguard is not bad, but Highguard's also not good. It is extremely generic. It is literally like everything you've seen before, like with Apex and whatnot. And that's what I feel like is his biggest problem. I think it tried to take the safe elements of every game and tried to stir it into a pot to create something epic, and what they got was just the average of every game. Right? This is literally nothing new. And I think the reason why people are so pissed at this game is because of all the accounts that for some reason they still believe, all those accounts on social media, Jeff Keighley included, were saying that this is the greatest thing ever, that we're going to be apologizing to him in 48 hours, and that this is something unlike you've never seen before. That's ridiculous. This game is everything like everything you've seen before. It really is. There's no, and again, let me go over a couple of things really quick. So shout out to New Blackstreet for that. I appreciate it. I want to go over just really quick. Let me go over a couple of things that I found on Twitter for you guys.